welcome back. We're listening to a wonderful story of a special king found in the Christmas Promise. A long, long time ago, so long it's hard to imagine, God promised a new king. He wasn't any ordinary king like the ones seen on TV or in books. He would be different. He would be a new king, a rescuing king, a forever king. And do you know what? One precious night, God kept his promise. Would you like to know how he did it? The Christmas story starts with an angel. Whoosh! He came from God to see Mary. The angel had a special message. Mary, you're going to have a baby. He will be a special baby. God promises that your baby is going to be king. Not for a little time, but forever and ever. He will be the forever king. Mary was going to marry Joseph. So God sent another angel. Whoosh! He came to see Joseph. The angel had a special message. Mary is going to have a very special baby, the angel said to Joseph. Her baby is going to be king and will rescue his people. He will be a rescuing king. God had promised that the new king would be born in a little city called Bethlehem. And that's where Mary and Joseph went. But Bethlehem was very busy with lots and lots and lots of people. So when the baby was born, he had to sleep in a manger instead of a bed. All the other mangers in Bethlehem held food for hungry animals to munch. But this manger held a tiny baby. He was God's special new king. The shepherds in the fields had such a surprise. It was quiet and dark, and the sheep were snoozing when whoosh, an angel popped into the sky. Now the sky was bright, and the shepherds were so scared. But the angel had a special message for them. Don't be afraid. I have wonderful good news for you, the angel said. God's chosen king has been born tonight. He is going to rescue his people, just as God promised. He will be the rescuing king. Then lots and lots of other excited angels joined in to celebrate. Now, why were the shepherds so excited? Well, they were excited because the rescuing king was born. Okay, well, if that excited them, then they must have felt like they needed to be rescued. Do you have any idea why they might think that they needed to be rescued? Well, back in those days, God's people were living in a place where other countries ruled them, mainly Rome. They weren't Romans, but they had a Roman king. They had to follow leaders that they didn't choose and that didn't really take care of them. They were waiting for a strong leader to come and to listen to them, to rule the country for them. So when they heard that a king was born and he was going to rescue them, woohoo, they were thrilled. And I'm sure they thought, great, now we can have people that are in power that love us and that want us to do well. Now we have a good king. Well, these shepherds didn't realize it, but they were more like the sheep that they took care of than they thought. You see, evidently sheep get lost easily. At least that's what I've heard, that they go astray. What do we call it when people go astray? Well, we call it sin. You see, sin is anything that we think, we say, or that we do that does not please God. So the shepherds sinned, and they needed a rescuer to take the punishment for their sin. The new king had come to rescue them from their sin, to take their punishment. They needed a new kind of king. They needed a forever king. They needed a rescuing king. So not only did the shepherds need a rescuer, but you guys, we need one too. And I am so thankful that God sent his son to be that rescuer for us. So next week, we'll hear some more of the story, more about why the shepherds should rejoice and why we should too.